Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd Chrisley begs Donald Trump to pardon him and wife Julie. Todd Chrisley is begging Donald Trump to pardon him and his wife, Julie Chrisley. He is also claiming a lot of bad things are happening to him in prison. However, they are still claiming their innocence in the entire situation. Keep reading to find out more about Todd and his wishes for pardon. Julie and Todd Chrisley in federal prison. Todd and Julie Chrisley are in federal prison. This is for tax evasion and fraud. However, they are still not owning up to doing it. Julie was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison. Todd was sentenced to 12. Julie did have a resentencing hearing where she had the opportunity to get her sentence reduced. However, the judge did not feel like she deserved that and did not reduce her sentence. Some feel like the judge only did this because she is famous and did not want to let her off the hook. Yikes. He begs Donald Trump to pardon him and his wife. Todd Chrisley is not having the easiest time in prison. However, he is hopeful that Donald Trump will pardon him and his wife. His lawyer spoke on his behalf. Todd is also claiming that he had a "Make America Great Again" sticker in his prison cell, but it was taken down by a guard. He also says that he has had his books thrown, bed flipped, and Pepsi poured on his bed. He is not having the easiest time at all. However, some people feel like he deserves what he is getting. Julie has also been going through a hard time in prison away from her family. She has had some health issues in prison as well. It seems that Todd is not having the easiest time in prison. However, some people feel as though he deserved this for what he did. Todd is not owning up to doing it though. He wants him and his wife to get released from prison early. However, fans do not see that happening due to Trump having a lot of other things on his plate. Behind the iron gates of federal prison Camp Pensacola, Todd Chrisley sat on the edge of his bunk, Bible in hand, voice hoarse from weeks of plotting his next move. His usual polished appearance had been replaced with graying roots and a stubble that betrayed the passage of time. Prison had aged him, but it hadn't dimmed the southern sparkle in his eye. In fact, it had only made him more determined. And now, Todd had one last card to play: Donald Trump. Over the past year, Todd and Julie Chrisley had fought tirelessly to prove their innocence after being convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. Despite motions, appeals, and tearful public pleas from their daughter Savannah, the justice system hadn't budged. But Todd, ever the strategist, had a new plan. He would appeal not to the courts, but to the man who had once branded himself as the ultimate fixer, the 45th President of the United States. "Get me Trump," Todd muttered, pacing the prison rec room like a man possessed. His prison buddies, most of whom thought he was just another reality star with too much hairspray, rolled their eyes. But Todd wasn't kidding. He's got power. He's a businessman. He knows what it's like to be attacked by the media, Todd told a fellow inmate. "I'm not asking for a miracle. I'm asking for justice." Meanwhile, over at the Kentucky Medical Center for Women, Julie Chrisley remained hopeful yet deeply worn down. The days had taken a toll on her health and spirit, but she trusted Todd's instincts. After all, he had built an empire out of charisma and Southern charm. If anyone could charm a former president into offering clemency, it was Todd. Savannah becomes the middleman. On the outside, Savannah Chrisley was once again thrust into the spotlight, but this time not as a reality TV star or fashion entrepreneur. Now she was the middlewoman in a high-stakes political Hail Mary. She made her way to Mar-a-Lago, clutching a handwritten letter from her father addressed directly to Donald J. Trump. The letter was as dramatic as it was heartfelt. Todd's words jumped off the page. "Mr. President, from one man of faith to another, I implore you to look into the injustices that have stripped my wife and I of our freedom, our dignity, and our family. We have been wrongfully accused, vilified by the media, and sentenced for crimes we did not commit. Our children suffer. Our reputation lies in ruins. But I still believe in second chances, something I know you understand intimately. Please, sir, give us back our lives. Dressed in a white Chanel suit that whispered both sophistication and desperation, handed off the letter to a Trump aide. Rumor had it the former president was already aware of Todd's situation. His name had floated around conservative circles, especially after he started quoting the Bible during prison interviews. A redemption arc like Todd's would certainly play well with Trump's base. Trump takes notice. Inside the golden halls of Mar-a-Lago, Trump leaned back in his chair, reading Todd's letter aloud to his inner circle. Now this is drama, he chuckled, sipping a Diet Coke. They put this guy in prison for what? Being too good at TV. I've been there. Witch hunts, fake news, total disaster. Ivanka raised an eyebrow while Don Jr. nodded in agreement. He's right, Dad. It's the kind of injustice you always talk about. The DOJ going after successful conservatives. Trump wasn't just entertained, he was intrigued. With the 2026 midterms looming and speculation about another presidential run always bubbling, a high-profile pardon might remind America that he still held influence. But do we like him? Trump asked his team. He's flashy, has great hair, knows how to get ratings, one aide said. Trump smirked. Sounds familiar. The public reacts. When word leaked that Todd Chrisley had written to Trump, social media erupted. Hashtags like #Pardon the Chrisleys and #FreeToddAndJulie trended overnight. Chrisley fans rallied with memes, quotes from the show, and videos of Todd praising his wife and family during the hardest times. Critics, however, were less forgiving. They lied, stole, and now they want Trump to bail them out. One post read, "Typical celebrity privilege." Savannah, never one to back down, responded in a TikTok tearjerker. "We've never asked for special treatment, just fairness. My mom's sick. My dad wakes up every day with hope, not bitterness. If you don't believe in second chances, I don't know what kind of America you're living in." Prison hope and Southern faith. Back at Pensacola, Todd began to smile again. News of Trump reading his letter had reached him through his lawyer, and with it, a surge of optimism. He called Julie during their next phone session, his voice shaking with excitement. Baby, he read it. He actually read it, Todd said, eyes watering. Julie gasped. "Are you serious?" "I'm serious as a heart attack in a Nashville Waffle House. He knows our story now." They both paused, holding on to that fragile shred of hope. Even in their lowest moment, they found strength in each other. Todd ended the call with a whisper. "We're not done yet." A waiting game. As the Chrisleys, their lawyers, and millions of fans wait with bated breath, all eyes are on Trump. Will he make the bold move to pardon a fallen reality TV king and queen? Will he step in and rewrite the final chapter of the Chrisley story? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain, Todd Chrisley isn't done fighting. And if he gets his way, he won't just walk free. He'll walk straight back into the spotlight, camera ready and redemption bound. Because in Todd Chrisley's world, every setback is just a setup for a Southern-style comeback.